Hello, welcome to Laboratory Tuesdays. We're a little bit early on this Tuesday because I gotta go somewhere at noon. But hi, welcome. My name is Tory, holistic nutrition specialist, and this is Laboratory Tuesdays, where we create something new in your life and business. And today we are talking about moving through fear. And I don't know if you figured it out yet, but I usually base the Laboratory Tuesday material off of something that I'm chewing on myself that week, and so this one's really pertinent for me. So tonight I'm auditioning for like this TED Talk kind of speaker series thing, and I only found out last week, and then my mom was here all weekend, so sorry about that, Papa. My mom was here all weekend, so I really didn't have time to like super dig in, and I use it as an excuse. But really, I was just so terrified of it, I didn't want to think about it. Long story short, every time I think of even opening the document that contains the speech that I'm supposed to be auditioning with tonight, I want to either vomit or pass out. And so I keep trying to rationalize ways to opt out, right? I'm saying, well, what if the event's lame? Was this even worth my time? Or if I didn't have time for it to be my best, then should I even do it? You know. And then I also think, okay, well, if I'm having such a physical fear response to this, maybe it's my intuition telling me I shouldn't go to the theater tonight. Maybe the theater is going to get bombed or a tornado is going to take the building away. And so I got to thinking, how do we differentiate that gut feeling, which sometimes it's our intuition telling us something important, and sometimes it's our ego trying to make us feel like the decision that we're going to do is a bad idea just because it wants to keep us safe. So this is definitely something that I'm still chewing on, and I would love to hear your opinions and your processes for finding the distinction. But for me, I had a little think, and there are two things that I do when I need to figure out whether this fear is just my ego trying to keep me safe, or if it's really my intuition saying, don't go down that path. Right. So number one is I always make sure that when I'm evaluating it, I get to a place of joy, of flow. I get in the vortex, as Esther Hicks calls it, where I am my strongest Tory, and only from there can I make a final decision. So for me, this is the time where I would reach into my bag of tricks and I would find something that allows me to get back to joy. And so for me, that could be blasting music and singing, or going for a run, or going to lay in my backyard, or talking to my plants. And I'm sure that you have different things that bring you joy. But that has to be number one. I have to get back to my strongest Tory, because there I can make a decision from strong Tory, not from wanting to vomit or pass out Tory. So that's step one. Step two, sometimes I don't have access to that. I need something more mechanical. I don't feel like I can tap in emotionally and really get there. So I want something more mechanical and literal. So the second thing that I use is I reference my values. And hopefully your values are something that you've predefined. And if you haven't, I'll attach a little doc with a list of values and you can look through them and define your values. But I've defined these long ago and I'm always tweaking them. So I'm pretty clear on what my values are. And mine are contribution, purpose, evolution, and connection. So given those predefined values that I have written down, I don't have to get anywhere emotionally to look at that list and evaluate whether this speech experience aligns with it. So I was thinking, yes, I'm going to stand on a stage and speak my authentic story in hopes that I positively influence a crowd of people, that they leave with a new idea, and that's contributing to their quality of life. And then also for me, it's a moment of personal evolution where I have to overcome this fear of public speaking. And all around, it's very obviously a win. It's very obviously a yes. So given the mix of those two things, from getting into the flow and making the decision from strong Tory, and then also comparing the experience with my values and seeing if they align, that is a hard yes for me. And that means, Tory, stop complaining, push through, and just do it. And if you watched my video last week, we defined that the only bad decision is to move forward with one foot in and one foot out. So to bring that full circle, I have to just follow it, and then I have to jump in with both feet. And that's the only way that it will be a win-win for me. And that's really as far as I've got right now. And so I'm wondering if you have a specific process that you use to differentiate between your fears and know if they're guiding you or if they're holding you back. And I would love to know in the comments, and we'll chat again next week. Happy Laboratory Tuesday.